Okay, look. I know breaking and entering is wrong. My mommy raised me right. I went to Catholic school. I understand about laws and personal boundaries. But you have to understand, this wasn't just a messy apartment. This was a biohazard, a crime against humanity, an offense to God and my ancestors and every cleaning product ever invented. I first saw inside Jake's apartment through his window. No, I wasn't creeping. I live in the building across the street, and his unit is directly opposite mine. He never closes his curtains because they were probably lost somewhere in that disaster zone he called a home. So I had a clear view of the horror. Pizza boxes everywhere, like he was building some kind of greasy cardboard fortress. Clothes strewn across every surface like a tornado had gone through a Goodwill. Dishes piled so high in the sink I thought they might achieve sentience and stage a revolution. And dust. So much dust. I tried to ignore it. Really, I did. But every morning, I'd sit at my pristine white breakfast bar, sipping my Café con Leche, and there it would be, this chaos screaming at me from across the street. It was affecting my peace of mind, my zen, my ability to enjoy my perfectly organized closet knowing that such disorder existed within my sightline. So yes, I broke in. And before you judge me, let me tell you, it was embarrassingly easy. He kept his spare key under a dead plant by his door. A dead plant. The poor thing probably committed suicide rather than witness any more of that mess. I waited until he left for work, 8:15 a.m., like clockwork, the only organized thing about him, and I went in. I brought supplies, industrial-strength garbage bags, every cleaning product known to mankind, 3 pairs of rubber gloves, because I feared one pair might dissolve, and a rosary, just in case I needed divine intervention. The smell hit me first. Not bad exactly, just stale. Like abandoned hopes and forgotten vegetables. I crossed myself and got to work. 4 hours later, I had filled 12 garbage bags. 12 garbage bags. 12. I found things that defied explanation. Why did he have 3 single flip-flops? None of them matched. Who needs 17 phone chargers? I found takeout containers that had dates from the Obama administration. I found a sock that I swear moved on its own. But I also found signs that he was actually kind of sweet. There were birthday cards from his mom, carefully saved even if they were crumpled. A bunch of volunteer certificates from the local animal shelter. A half-finished manuscript about marine biology that was actually pretty good, yes. I was cleaning. Not snooping. Okay, maybe a little snooping. I organized everything. Color-coded his closet. Actually found his floor hardwood. Who knew? Discovered he had a really nice kitchen under all those pizza boxes. I even cleaned his windows, inside and out, because I refused to look at streaks from across the street. The whole time, I kept imagining his reaction. Would he call the police? Would he think he'd been robbed by the world's most thorough burglar? Would he even notice? I finished just before he was due home. The apartment gleamed. I'd arranged his books by genre and color, because I'm thorough like that. Organized his desk, and even left some fresh herbs growing in the kitchen window. Sue me. Basil makes everything better. I wrote a note. Your apartment was hurting my soul. You're welcome. P.S. Water the basil twice a week. P.P.S. Those marine biology notes are good. You should finish them. Then I went home, took the longest shower of my life, and waited. From my window, I watched him come home. Even from across the street, I could see him freeze in his doorway. He stood there so long, I thought he might have had a stroke. Then he started moving around the apartment, touching things, looking at everything like he'd walked into a parallel universe. He found my note. I saw him read it, look out his window, and then he started laughing. Just standing there in his pristine apartment, laughing like a mad person. The next day, there was a sign in his window. Dear cleaning fairy, thank you. Having dinner at 7 to celebrate finding my kitchen. Join me? I did. Turns out he makes great pasta when he can actually find his pots and pans. We've been dating for 6 months now. His apartment has stayed clean, mostly because he knows I have a key and I'm not afraid to use it. And yes, he finished the marine biology book. I'm helping him edit it. Turns out breaking and cleaning was the best crime I ever committed. But I swear to God, if he lets those pizza boxes pile up again, I'm breaking up with him. A woman has to have standards.